Hey SLC Farm fans, this is Brian. So this is part 2, interior of our Kubota M5-111. So sit back and check it out. So let's go inside. So climbing inside the tractor here, you'll see a nice thick rubber mat. I wish they'd put a little lip on it so it would contain the water and mud from getting against the doors, but no big deal. So we'll climb in our tractor here. So down here, we've got 4 pedals going across the bottom. Our first pedal here, this is going to be a clutch pedal. Our 2 pedals here, they call these a kind of a treadle pedal type deal. It's independent brakes. You have a right brake and a left brake for each tire, or you can lock them together like we have, where this little yellow thing is. This locks and unlocks the brakes, and this middle smaller pedal is the tilt for the steering wheel. So there's no reaching up under and grabbing. That's one feature I've always liked about the Kubotas, is where the tilt for the steering is. So on this tractor, horn right in the middle. Over here, we've got our front windshield wiper, our hazard lights, and our forward, neutral, and reverse. So to go from forward to reverse, all we do is lift up, push forward, lift up, pull backwards. You do not need the clutch to go from forward to reverse. You can just do it while the tractor's going, and I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. All these little things down here are your air vents, and it does have defrost, and it also will defrost the side things. So to our right here, we have our speed selector or gear selection controller here. It's got 2 buttons on here. So this tractor is a 24 speed. We have 6 gears in a high range, 6 gears in a low range. And then if we press this little red button in or out, that selects a range in between each gear. So you would have a first high-low, and then a second high-low, a third high-low, fourth, and so forth. And then you have that in each range. This is our range selector. We have our high range pulled all the way back, low range push forward, and you can get a creeper gear or crawler gear in this tractor, which would be a third range, to make it actually a 36 speed tractor. But we didn't need that. The 24 speed was perfect for our square baling and things like that. So this gray button here is a clutch, just like the clutch pedal on the floor. You can just press this to shift from first to second, second to third, third to fourth, and then you can also go, when you're in fourth, fourth low, fourth high, you know, fifth low, fifth high, sixth low, sixth high. So it gives you pretty much an infinite number of speeds. Right beside the high-low range selector, we have the parking brake here. Quick, easy on and off for the parking brake. Now, we have 2 little buttons right here. Right here, these are preset throttle speeds. You can set these to what you want. They come factory set at 1500 RPMs and about 2000 RPMs, and that is for your PTO, for the 540 and the 540E. We mainly just push this down anytime we go somewhere. That automatically revs us up to about 1600 RPMs is where I've got it set at. It keeps the motor idling pretty high and works great for not having to deal with the regen, as people don't want to deal with. So if we move this shifter out of the way, our next button here, this is 4-wheel drive. So 4-wheel drive is on here, 4-wheel drive is off there. Now, when you upgrade to the 24 speed transmission, this tractor goes from a manual shift cable 4-wheel drive to electronic 4-wheel drive, which we really enjoy. Right, this right here is a manual throttle. So this right here will do the same thing as these presets. You can manually throttle it up and lock it like a cruise control. We also have foot pedal throttle down here, just like a gas on your car. We tend to use the hand throttle more than we do the gas throttle. So our next lever here, this is going to be our 3-point control in the rear. This raises and lowers the rear implements that we have. This right here is a draft control. So if we're pulling a plow or ground engaging implements, this helps control the depth of that plow. If we come across hard ground where the plow starts digging deeper, it will lift up and help the tractor to gain traction, is what this draft control does. Our next 2 levers, and we have an empty slot here, these are our hydraulic remotes. The hydraulic remotes will help with implements in the rear, say to raise and lower tires to go up and down, for a grain drill or to raise and lower the 3-point disc mower, which we will do here shortly. Our next is our loader function. This is cable driven, not electronic. So we pull back to go up, we push forward to go down, we push left to tilt down, we pull right to tilt down, left to tilt up. Got 2 buttons on the side here. These run our third function on the front of the loader. That's where we opted for our third remote. We have that set up so we can run a grapple, 4-in-1 bucket, auger, different types of skid steer style implements. A couple of extra features that are in this tractor that normally aren't is we have right here a cab cam monitor, and this is for our camera system. We put a camera on the balers, on different things. We've got a couple cameras that go on it, monitors in each tractor. That way we can see what's going on behind us without breaking our necks turning around all the time and that fatigue. I think a lot of farmers hurt so bad because of the fatigue from older equipment. I think older equipment is great, but newer equipment is great to save your body. And as somebody who's 37 and already had back surgery, I'm all about saving my body. So when we bought this tractor, we put air ride seat in this tractor. We put shockless ride on the loader. So the shockless ride on the loader is a valving system that allows that loader to float up and down as I'm driving through the field to cause less wear and tear on the machine and my body as it's riding through the field. So we have our bale monitor here for our Vermeer baler. This right here ties the knots. This is going to be probably getting changed around here a little bit pretty soon. So on our pillar here, we have several controls. This is a rear wiper for our rear lights. We have side lights on the loader and our overhead lighting. And then this is the switch that we added in here for our square baler knotter fan, so we can turn power supply onto that. We have our Bluetooth stereo up here, so that way we can talk hands-free when we're needing to be on the phone, something like that. It's also got weather reports on it, which in the year 2018, it gave a lot of weather reports of rain. Our heat and air controls up here. Some things I like about the Kubota that some other tractors don't do is you have a recycle mode or fresh air, manual AC on and off. You can select all your different things from just blowing from your feet and your body to defrost and so forth, and 4-speed fan control. The Kubotas all come standard with speakers already built in, but the radio you do have to add your own or purchase extra. So we've got a cup holder in the back here. Something nice about the Kubotas, they put a 2-step cup holder with a coffee or handle cut out. Cubby right beside the cup holder. Down here we have our 12-volt power supply, say cigarette style outlet to plug in. This is what we plug in our camera, cell phone holder, or a cell phone charger, things of that nature. We've got a little gadget here that we can plug 3 different items in at one time. Right here is power supply for other implements, bale monitors, different types of GPS, stuff like that. So that'll give us power supply to those things, our sprayer, things of that nature. Right down here up underneath this stuff, so this little lever right here in the cab is our 540 and 540E lever. Also, it's a neutral, so you can free spin the PTO. We usually run in the 540E range, and so on and so forth. Right behind the seat, this is a thing a lot of people don't know what this does on their tractor. This controls the speed that your 3-point hitch in the rear drops. So you turn this little thing here left or right, and that will control how fast your implement goes to the ground when you push the lever down. All right, right here to our hand here, this is our cabin filters for the AC. You just pull out a little screw, pull on this handle, and the cabin filters come right out. And we also keep our moisture tester right behind the seat of the tractor as well, so we can test our hay bales. All right, now right down here on the dash, we've got 3 little buttons. You really don't have to mess with these buttons. This right here maintains, we leave it on all the time, it maintains constant RPM. So if you're going up and down hills, it will keep the engine at what RPMs it needs. So when you're running, say, a shredder or a bush hog or your baler, when the tractor starts really pulling a hill, it will increase the RPMs automatically by the computer so the tractor doesn't lug down. The next two buttons deal with your regen. We've never had to push them, but they are a cancel. So say you're inside working in a barn, you don't want this thing to regenerate. It puts off a lot of heat, but you would push this button if you can't get out, and that will cancel the regenerate. This here will make it manually regenerate if you need to do a regenerate cycle. And right here are your two buttons so you can go through the monitor here on the dash. So lots of lights and stuff. The tractor has glow plugs. It's going to show us our speed, our engine hours. We are at 549.6 engine hours. Our def level, we need some. It'll show us our PTO speed when we get it. Shows us what gear we're in right here. Park, neutral, reverse. Hot and cold temperature, fuel level, tachometer. That's all. We've got some idiot lights down here that will light up and let us know if something is wrong. Alright, so to our left, we have a buddy seat in this tractor. You just lift up on this right here. They got a little back support. It's really not as uncomfortable as what I would have thought. But being a small cab tractor, I'm glad that Kubota did make enough room to put a buddy seat. That was one thing I didn't like about my little 7060. There wasn't enough room for people to ride along. Right behind the buddy seat, we've got a nice compartment for storage of things. Another nice big deep cup holder. We take these little rubber things and I put it in there so my cans won't rattle around or my Yeti cup. And then another little place for junk and whatnot right here. Plenty of room on the side of the seat to keep some hammers, whatever you need. We generally put a cooler or something right there in the floor. This tractor also has, a lot of people say, oh, it's got a sunroof. Well, it's not a sunroof. It's made, and it's raining, but it's made so when we look up, we don't have to lean out to see the loader. We can see what we're doing in front of us without, we can see that loader going up and down without, you know, having to look up and bend our neck. Again, another thing for comfort of use of this tractor. This is a pure chore tractor. It gets used. Again, we bought this tractor in May, took delivery of it right at the end of May. We're at 550 hours in that short of a season. The dealership that we originally purchased the tractor from had the tractor for a month. Our previous dealer that we purchased this tractor from had this tractor for a month after we had first purchased it. And, you know, as a farmer, we can't be down our tractor for a month. We can't be down our tractor for a day a lot of times. We need it when we need it. When we purchased this tractor in May, we went and picked it up from the dealership. They never offered to come out, make sure it operated properly, make sure everything was working properly in the field. So that's why we're headed to a new dealership today. We believe our disc mower wasn't set up properly. We've already purchased one disc mower from the previous company before, and some parts were left off of it that were very important. It caused a lot of issues with the disc mower. Kubota took care of those issues for the most part. There were some discrepancies, but I am I'm a Kubota fan. So, you know, we're going to have this new dealer look over the new cutter, make sure it's hooked up properly. We've already had it break a link arm on the back of the 3-point hitch on the tractor and bend one on our 7060. So something's not right there. This is a Kubota disc mower hooked to a Kubota tractor. In their specs, it should go together, no problems. We think it's dealer setup. The problems we're having with the tractor, some warranty issues, so the tractor won't steer sitting still. A lot of times when we go up to a trailer to load hay, we need to turn that wheel left or right, and that'll cock that tractor just enough to be able to sit a bundle of hay bales or whatnot down. There's just times when you need to be able to sit in one spot and steer the wheel lock to lock, and this tractor won't do that. I don't have that problem out of any of my other tractors, just this one. And the other issue that we're having is the loader.
or any hydraulics on the rear remotes, the front loader, they constantly leak down. So when you're driving through a field or going down the road in transport, the loader is constantly leaking down. Now, it's not fast by any means, but about every 15-20 minutes you have to reach over, grab the lever, and lift the loader back up, or it'll be in the ground before you know it. Same thing with rear implements. If we have our disc mower on the back and it's in transport mode, it constantly leaks down. If we had a grain drill per se on the back and we're going down the road, it'll constantly leak down. And these are issues that you shouldn't have with a tractor. And our previous dealer, I'm not knocking them, they're just not meant for the guy like me. They're more into selling UTVs and lawnmowers, and they just weren't able to help me. The dealer that we're going to today is a major Kubota dealership. They have service technicians that go to the field. They have service trucks. They're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help us with problems when we're down during harvest time. And that makes a big difference. So, sorry I deleted some of the video, guys. I'm learning, but just stick with us and we'll keep getting better. I hope you enjoyed the review on this Kubota tractor. Again, we love this M5. It's been a great tractor. These few issues here, we think this dealer will be able to take care of them lickety-split, and we look forward to future service with them. Even though it's a little bit further drive, it's not just 2 miles down the road, I think it'll be well worth it to be dealing with Wilson Tractor. So, you guys, thank you. All right, we're finishing hooking up our disc mower. I deleted the first part of that video somehow, but this is a Kubota DM 1028. We'll do a little walk around it. We're going to get it hooked up, get the tractor loaded on the trailer, and head to Newberry.
All right, guys, so we've got everything just about hooked up here on our cutter. This here is our Kubota disc mower, 9-foot 2-inch. I think this model is the DM 1028 there, if you can see it on the screen. This has auto kickback, so if you hit something, it'll automatically roll back. You don't have to back up, anything like that. But you can see here, our dealer assembled this wrong again, so we're getting like wear on a brand new hose that shouldn't be there. The machine is not it's not setting up right on the mower, so that's why we're going to take it with us as well, see if they can help us set up. I've got everything hooked up just about, except for this one link here. I got to pull up and get that hooked up.
Boom, 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 dang a dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue moon, moon, blue moon, dip 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 dip, blue moon, moon, blue moon, dip 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 dip, moon, moon, blue moon, dip 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 dip, boom, 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 dang dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue moon, moon, moon.
Now it should go. There we go. Little kick. Now we're ready our little lamp stand up here. Put that back down. I gotta hook this chain up first. Jack up. So this chain here, you tension it right here with these little notches, and that's supposed to help support the machine when you're cutting. But going down the road, I've got to be able to let it down as far as I can, so we don't want that chain to grab anything. Another thing I need to do here, I guess it's nice with no back window. I can just reach through to let the thing up or down. Just gonna do run this in just a hair here, about like so. Lock that in, and then put that in there. We got one more for the other side. And then for transport purposes, we will take this thing and we're gonna flip it back and then lock it in place like that. That way we can transport it. So, neat thing about this mower, triple blade design. You do not see it on most any other brand cutter. I will tell you, this thing will cut with dull blades. This is the second one I've had. They are great cutting machines if they're assembled properly. So we'll put it in this last sway control there. I think we're all hooked up. Now, oops, gotta get the rope we put in here. We'll wind her up real quick. So I just tell you, folks, there's a cutting machine. It really is. We upgraded from a 7 foot to this, it might be like 9'8" inches. It's almost 10 foot. 9'6", something like that. For me to be able to haul it down the road, I couldn't go no taller. All right, guys, be sure to tune in for part 3 of this series. We'll be making a trip to the dealership, taking a walk around the lot, seeing what they have to offer. So remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, hit that notifications bell, and thanks for watching.